Has your choir binder ever looked like this? Mine definitely has. So today I want to cover a couple of options for you in ways of organizing your choir binder so that you can have a beautiful fall and an organized fall as we head into the choir season. Now, before we jump into my thoughts on this topic, I just want to say, please make this your own. One of the most fun aspects of organizing is that you can tailor it to your own needs and your own needs of your choir. So whether you're a music director or you're a singer, tailor this to the best way that you organize. So all that to be said, a couple of the first ways that I've heard that you can organize your binder are through numbers. So you can number your pieces with, of course, a pencil, 1 through, let's say, maximum 50. Hopefully we're singing lots and lots of hymns this year, but number them 1 through 50, have them in your binder in numerical order with a somewhat table of contents at the beginning. That's one way. It may take a little extra work up front to create that table of contents, but if it helps you to find those pieces and organize those pieces, go for it. The second way that I've heard that you can organize your binder is alphabetically. So you can have all of your pieces in alphabetical order with the name of the piece or by composer, whichever you like more. But you can have that from the beginning with A all the way to Z and organizing them in alphabetical order. This next way is the way that I have found to personally be the most beneficial way to organize my own binder, and so I hope it helps you too. Okay, so the way that I like to structure the organization of my choir binder is through a couple different ways. I love organizing tools, I love office supplies. So if you're not a big office supply person, keep in mind you can just use a sticky note for any of these labels. So you don't have to go out and purchase the entire Staples store. But I really like these types of binder separators. They're the page separators in the binder. So I will put today's music on top, and then each of the following categories will be a liturgical season or a specific group of pieces that we will sing throughout the year. Okay, so as I mentioned, it's really important to me to have today's music on top. That way I'm not flipping through the binder, trying to find my music midway through Mass. I'm also not trying to shuffle papers, and it's not a mess. So it's really good to have whatever you're singing on top, because then you can just flip the page simply and be ready to go. The next category that we will have in the binder, I usually put Mass settings. So we sing various different Mass settings throughout the year. You can put them by liturgical season if you'd like, but I like to have them all in one category because it's very easy to access them and pull them out for today's music. Now, the next category after Mass settings is ordinary time. Because this happens a couple of times a year, I put this right after the Mass settings so that we have that music ready to go and we can organize it by that specific category. The next category after ordinary time are feast days and celebrations. So I will put these kind of pieces in, and you can also include Marian hymns in that, or you can have that be a separate category. I have seen it done both ways, but feast days and celebrations have any specific pieces that fall outside any of the other liturgical church seasons. After feast days and celebrations, you can either have a separate section for those Marian hymns, or we can move right into those liturgical seasons. The liturgical seasons I then split up into Advent, then we move to Christmas pieces, and then if you'd like, you can put Epiphany right after that. After Epiphany, I put Lent pieces, and then Easter/Triduum, and then Pentecost, so any pieces you would use for Pentecost. And then at the very end of the binder, especially for you cantors, I put weddings and then funerals, because you never know if you're going to be asked to sing for one of those two things. But having all of these categories helps me to keep everything organized, and within those categories you can organize them however you want, but at least you know where to find what piece within your choir binder. So again, I put today's music on top, mass settings come next, ordinary time comes after that, feast days and celebrations. If you want a separate category, I then put Marian hymns, and then I do Advent, Christmas, Epiphany, Lent, Easter and the Triduum, Pentecost, and then at the very end of the binder, I put any wedding and funeral hymns. So having all these categories, like I mentioned, you can pull those pieces out, put them in the front of your binder, sing it with today's music, and then just put them right back in, and it helps keep you really organized for the entire church season. So now I have a question for you. How do you organize your church choir binder? Is it different from the way that I presented today? And if so, what has worked really, really well? Because I always want to learn from you guys as well. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what's worked best for you. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will look forward to seeing you all next week. God bless you.